Welcome back. The Boston Black Restaurant Challenge, happening during the month of February, is taking on a sense of urgency this year. It's not simply a matter of boosting Black-owned businesses, but potentially saving them. According to the Boston Black Hospitality Coalition, 20% of Black-owned restaurants folded during the pandemic. The list of restaurants taking part in the 5th annual month-long challenge is growing, and here's how you can accept the challenge. Simply dine in or take out from at least 4 of the restaurants that will be scrolling on the bottom of your screen during the month of February. We'll continue to run that scroll throughout our segment today. Joining us now is State Representative China Tyler, who started the challenge, and Cheryl Strawder of the Boston Black Hospitality Coalition and owner of Soleil in Nubian Square. Representative Tyler, I want to begin with you. You started this challenge before the pandemic. What economic and cultural goals were you hoping to impact?
Yes, good morning, and thank you so much. And I'm really grateful to be on your show, and thank you so much for covering this. So the Black Restaurant Challenge is something that I founded a couple years ago. This is actually the 5th annual. And the whole goal is to be able to boost the economic support within our restaurant industry, particularly our Black restaurant industry. I know there are a lot of foodies out there, but from more economic lens, our Black businesses are 80% likely to fail within their first year, particularly our restaurants. I learned a couple years ago, and I began to take a look more into the restaurant industry, and I learned that, not only is this important to, our small businesses as Black folks economically, but it's also too very important to our culture, as food is the very center of our culture. And so my whole goal is to be able to boost the economics and the revenue in our Black businesses to hopefully allow for them to sustain and recover from COVID.
Cheryl Strawder, what is the state of the Black restaurant industry in Massachusetts right now?
Right now, we are having challenges. Some of us have already closed. Some of us are struggling in our sales. The difficulty is all restaurants are impacted, but Black restaurants in particular are suffering even more. We are undercapitalized when we start. We don't have enough of a runway for financial support to keep us sustainable. So the pandemic now has a lot of people at home, especially here in the bowling building. The majority of our staff is at work. However, the majority of our customers are working from home. And imagine being in an office building and having no employees.
And in fact, Cheryl Strawder, can you tell us what percentage drop in revenue approximately that Black-owned restaurants are facing?
Yes. So we are getting word that it varies between 20 and upwards of 60% at times. With the employees in the bowling building working from home, we don't have the walk-through in our business. Same holds true for a number of other Black businesses. People are just not out on the street partaking in food, and that's what sustains us. So we are all struggling. The coalition tracks other members as well as folks who are not members. We just reach out and ask, how are you doing? And the word is pretty dismal.
Representative Tyler, you're working with state lawmakers and North End Representative and House Ways and Means Chairman Aaron Mikowitz to find sources of funds to help Black-owned restaurants. Can you give us some specifics on where these funds will come from?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for asking. That's a great question. So, historically, people of my district, particularly African Americans, have been disproportionately economically disenfranchised historically here in the Commonwealth and throughout the country. And still today in 2022 have trouble getting access to capital. And so my goal is to be able to find out what I can do as a state representative with my platform as a legislator, either through the budget and or through policy, to allow for us to be able to level the playing field for Black businesses. And so this past funding round, we took up the American Rescue Plan Act, also known as the ARPA spending. And a big portion of that by way of an earmark from myself with support from House colleagues, including Aaron Mikowitz and Speaker Mariano and the entire legislative crew and leadership team, had been able to deliver $350,000 through that American Rescue Plan funds for the Boston Black Hospitality Coalition. And we're very proud about that and hope to be able to continue to partner with the Hospitality Coalition.
Many of the Black-owned restaurants were not able to access some of the assistance funds and grants that other restaurants and large restaurant groups received at the beginning of the pandemic. How are state lawmakers making sure that these monies get directed back to Black restaurants?
A big part of our job, and the answer may sound so simple, but it's absolutely right on point, is listening and really hearing from, our restaurant owners. I spend a lot of time at all the restaurants in my community. Sometimes I got a couple offers to come cook and come work. And, I really hear what their struggles are and am able to help, deliver for, the future of their companies through the legislature. So I'm very grateful to be in this role.
And Cheryl, in fact, when you and I were speaking before the segment, you mentioned that you had difficulty accessing some of the funds that were supposed to be available to restaurants like yours.
Yes, I did. And I want to say thank you to our representative who really stepped up and went to bat for us. She dines here, as she has shared at the other restaurants as well. So thank you very much. More to your point, thank you for asking. I did go on the portal to apply for the Restaurant Relief Fund. And they asked you numerous questions. What is your financial status at a certain point in the years? And I filled out the document as far as I could until I hit next. And that page said you are not eligible to apply. Shock is the best way to describe how I was not able to move forward, especially in this time of need. You heard that this particular fund was supposed to assist businesses like mine. I was reading the Globe and I happened to see all of the other businesses that receive funding. Not that people should have not, but I was not even able to go through the whole process of even applying.
And yours is not the only story like that, and I'm sure Representative Tyler is working with state lawmakers and our representatives in Washington to make sure that that doesn't happen again. As we close out the segment, Cheryl, I want to pick up on something that you mentioned earlier. Your restaurant is in the Bowling Building in Nubian Square, where the Boston School Department is headquartered. As the pandemic subsides, I would have imagined that foot traffic to Soleil would have increased.
So one would think, and thank you for picking up on that. Most of the admin folks are working from home. We heard that it was supposed to be for approximately 3 weeks. And then about 2 weeks ago, we received word that it would probably be a lot longer. So I was curious to understand our children, our precious little ones are outside weathering the storm, weathering the pandemic, and pursuing their education. But I'm not sure of even how to answer why there is an emptying of the bowling building as it relates to flow. And, I need the support of the bowling building as well as the community
well,
to
you raise an interesting point that the kids are back to school, but the administrators who work at the Boston School Department are not back in the building. Yes. Representative Tyler, thank you for being here, and Cheryl Strawder, to you. And good luck to you at Soleil Restaurant. Hey.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care. Everyone, it's time to celebrate the Lunar New Year, the festivities in and around Boston, and what it means to be born in the year of the tiger. That's next on Cityline.